Oh, is this the intro?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hello and welcome to Podcast Untitled. I'm your host, Dom, and as always, I'm joined by my co-host, Austin. You good, bud?
Ow. Yeah. I shed a lot, apparently.
Every week, I wonder a little bit why I asked you to be my co-host, and moments like this remind me. I'm glad to have you here, bud.
Glad to be here, Charles. I don't know. Just happy to be here.
I'm glad you are. When you first came to my house today, you seem to have wanted to get some sibling frustration off of your chest.
Yeah.
You have some words you'd like to say to the public?
Yeah. Why the fuck does the second child always get so many more freedoms? Or, yeah, the second child. I was going to say the middle child sometimes, but I am a sibling. I have a sister.
That wouldn't relate to us. Both of us are one of two.
Yeah.
We are the first of two.
I have a little sister.
I have a little brother.
Yeah. And I was just thinking about it today. I was like, the way my sister gets everything. I was like, when I was a kid, I wasn't afraid of my parents. Both of my parents are not scary people, and they're not, like, they never hit me or anything like that, but I was like, afraid to ask or talk back to them. Like, I didn't, like, want to ask for things, and, like, I never talked back. And then, like, the second child comes around, and my sister does all of that, and I'm like, bro, I want to redo.
I want to redo.
I want that. I want to be able to ask for stuff that I thought was too expensive. Golly me.
My brother does a lot of that stuff too, but it's different for me because I was a good child for the most part, whereas my brother's a bit more trouble. But because you first said that and you're like, oh, that might be good. And I was like, well, in my head I figured you can get your frustrations off. For me though, I mean, I got hit. I had soap in the mouth and stuff. I was a relatively good child, but every kid, the kids are so bad sometimes. I've been smacked across the face, stuff like little stuff like that. Nothing like crazy. You know what I mean? I wasn't like abused or anything. That's not what I'm saying. But you know what I mean? Like I've had the display. Like, so my mom was pretty even keeled across both children. Me and my brother have different fathers, so I can't, you can't compare that aspect. So I have to go primarily off my mother. But I feel like my mother is fairly even between me and my brother both. So that's why it was interesting to hear you say you have more of that, like, TV show trope where the young one is the baby.
It's a little true.
That goes both ways for both of your parents? Or is your dad a little... I picture your dad being a little more even-keeled in terms of treating the two. I could be wrong.
Yeah, my dad was kind of like, hey, like, we can't just spend this money.
Yeah.
like why? Like, why do you want to spend this money for no reason? That was basically it. So he was kind of like the voice of reason, I'd say.
That's what I kind of picture out of your dad.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my mom is like, push over for what my sister wants.
Whatever she wants.
Yeah. Me, I was like the middle. I was like, no, I'm not gonna. The middle. I'm the other way.
You feel bad asking.
I was like, I feel bad asking. My parents are not like, not well, like, middle class.
I was gonna say, yeah,
they're fine.
Yeah.
They're fine. Like, it wasn't like they're like, Austin, if you eat today, I swear to fucking God,
yeah.
we're all gonna starve. Like, oh, sorry,
you're living by candlelight.
Yeah, like it wasn't like that, but I was never guilted or anything either. It was just like, I don't know. I just didn't like asking. Like, I felt bad.
Yeah, I don't like asking for expensive gifts in general.
Yeah. So
I know what you mean by that. It feels wrong. I don't know. Wrong's probably not even the right word, but I do know what you mean. There's a weird guilt associated. I don't like... we have this in common. I don't really like getting gifts in general, just because I don't... Yeah. It's so awkward for me, and like I would rather people just not give me gifts. Because it's I feel like no matter how appreciative I am of someone, it doesn't I don't know how to express it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I
100%.
feel like I come across ungrateful sometimes. It just is. I don't know. I feel very awkward. Is the problem?
I 100% understand. I have a story for that. Christmas, I think just this past year, I told my family, like, please do not.
This is about the Xbox.
Yes.
Yeah, we've told this story on this podcast.
Oh, did we?
So we're not double dipping. You guys
We're
have
not going
to
to double dip. We have to go back and listen to Elway bark.
Yeah, listen to him bark through the past however many episodes.
I didn't know I
it's
did
been.
that on the podcast.
You need to cycle back through and go through all the episodes. Yeah, we had a whole discussion about Xbox
I thought
in
that was
general.
off the podcast.
No, that was on air. So you have to go rewatch every episode of the podcast prior to this. At least the ones that have the purple thumbnails. And you can hear the story about Austin receiving a Xbox One X for Christmas.
My memory is that of a goldfish. So
I'm sure we're gonna come to the point where we're both retelling stories, but I do remember for sure you told that one. I'm just very awkward receiving gifts. I don't know how to project my appreciation for things, if that makes sense. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I know you know what I mean.
I understand. It's just like I feel like an uncomfortable scenario. Like it's like, how do you describe it? It's like you feel bad even though like you it's normal to get a gift. Like it really doesn't make sense when you boil it down, you know? Like feeling uncomfortable about getting a gift does not really make sense. Like
it's a little easier on holidays where it's like Christmas where you're exchanging gifts, because then I can kind of pull the thing of like, oh, here's yours, mine, we're both opening at the same time, and I don't feel like I'm being watched. But then there's some family members like to pull that shit with like they'll put theirs to the side and just like stare at you.
That's what
open
I do.
what I got you.
That's what
you know what I mean?
do.
Like they give you that look like, and I'm like, stop.
See, I don't actually have that problem. I just have the problem with the gift in general, because like I am that person that's like, I'm excited to give gifts, and like I love giving, and I'm like, I want to see someone open it. It's so backwards. We react the exact opposite way.
Oh no. I mean, like, I don't like when I'm being stared at opening something. Is what I mean.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? But like, I consider myself to be a fairly good gift giver. I love giving gifts.
Me too.
I enjoy the whole process of picking it out and getting something. Like I enjoy all of that. I just don't like attention in general. I really don't. I don't enjoy my birthday. Even like just going out for birthday dinner, I don't enjoy being the focus of attention.
Yeah.
I don't like being the main character. I prefer to be a side character in the story of life.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Birthdays suck for the most part. I don't know. I feel like I saw a post on Twitter. It's like a big part of growing up is realizing your birthday is just another day, and then people got mad at that because they're like, couldn't be me. But that is so me. But to be fair, I hate my birthday. Like everything, I've had a very rough, like all of the worst days that I can remember are within 7 days of either side of my birthday, and I'm not even 7, 5.
Yeah.
Within 5 days, like everything bad happens then. So, and I'm always sick on my birthday, except ironically not last year. I guess it's not too ironic because everyone was wearing masks.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, we're stuck inside because of a pandemic. This is the 1 year I'm not sick.
Most healthy you've ever been.
Yeah, it's literally.
Because
everyone's wearing masks and stuff. But yeah, I'm usually sick on my birthday as well. So.
I don't have like birthday horror stories. For me, it's been more. I can't stand the attention being on me.
That also sucks.
I just can't. I don't like that. I feel like a lot of times other people want your birthday to be bigger than you do. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah.
People are like, you got to do something. Do I have to do something? Like, if we can we just hang out at the house and I'll be happy. And just, like, I don't want to go out and make a big scene about it. I can't stand. I won't go out to restaurants with people because I don't trust people. If you have someone sing to me, I'm fighting.
To be fair, my favorite birthday was probably my 21st, and we just watched football.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's just vibing. We watched football. We did go to Aruga's. We went out, but like it was nice. It was chill.
Yeah, that's what I like. I like those types of vibes.
You good?
Yeah, I don't know. The mic started peaking for no reason. I don't know what peaked it.
Do we have ghosts? Is this a Ghost Hunter podcast now? Tonight on the Ghost Hunter podcast, listen to this sound that we diluted and sped up to make it sound like die.
Yeah, I've always said that. I would enjoy my birthday much more if we could just hang out at the house and do nothing. I don't like that I'm expected. Like, for me, too, I like a normal day. The last few years I've taken off from work because Katie wants me to, but I would much rather just have my normal day, go to work, and go about my business. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Katie is woman counterpart.
She's been mentioned.
Katie, have we?
Significant other.
Significant other. Caveman speak.
You're getting good at that. That thing where you open your mouth and noise comes out.
I have really practiced a lot.
Yeah, for the first 10 years I knew Austin, he was a mute.
I've really broken out of my shell, become the true caveman I am. Except I got rid of the neck beard. It's really sad. Like, I feel like that really made me
You
the
missed your
caveman I
neck
was.
beard?
I missed the neck beard.
Is your neck cold? We're
no.
getting into the colder months.
We are getting into the colder months.
Maybe you should have. You should just next time just shave off this part of it. You know what I mean? Just neck beard.
No other hair anywhere. Literally, it's just all starts here.
Just chest hair and neck beard.
Maybe it might be like the next like trend, like having just like a whole bunch of hair right here. I'm sure most people will dig it.
All the trends are going backwards. Like, explain to me why the worst parts of the 90s are coming back. Look at this. Look at these images of people with mullets. It is not a good-looking haircut. Does any single one of these people look good?
Why?
I don't know why Kim Jong-un. I don't know why Kim Jong-un's there. I think
is that Chris Hemsworth?
Where?
Underneath the Kim Jong-un.
No, I don't think so.
Huh.
It's just generic
Looks like.
mullet guy. None of that. Not a single one of these people look good with the mullet.
I disagree. I think they look hot.
I know you're joking, but it's upsetting. You're not helping anything.
Is that Billy Ray Cyrus?
Probably. And honestly, if anything, Billy Ray Cyrus may be the best guy to ever try a mullet. Like, look at David Spade and Joe Dirt. It's not a good look. I don't think that counts as a mullet.
Yeah, it's not really there. I don't know.
But it's terrible. I
It's
don't like
business in the front and
It's
party
not.
in the back.
It's terrible all over, is what it is. Like, it's mullets and fanny packs are what are like in trend right now. I've noticed. Like, the two worst things from like 90s. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure mullet is like in my head. I think mullet. I think 90s. But like the two worst things that I think of for the 90s are back, and it's mullets and fanny packs. Has Haley gotten into the fanny pack craze?
No.
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 Because Katie has a fanny pack now. I mean, it's really just for when she was running, but I don't understand the like for fanny packs now. I keep seeing them more and more. They're like infiltrating people I actually know. It went from an internet thing to now people I know have them.
I didn't know this was a thing, but fanny packs are really ugly. Fanny packs, like, I've never seen a fanny pack look good on someone.
It doesn't. It's meant for...
Fanny pack for men.
It's meant, yeah, because it's meant for men in Disney. In the 90s. And now they're becoming... It's mainly women. Like, look, this is a Coach... They're calling it a belt bag, but that's a fanny. It's a Coach fanny pack. For $120.
Bro, I think we should buy it.
29 best fanny packs of 2021. You think we should buy a $120 fanny pack?
Mm-hmm.
I'll order it if you pay for it.
Coach, sponsor this video.
Fanny pack for men. Should we... Dude, if Coach sponsors this video, I'll wear a fanny pack everywhere. I won't take the fanny pack off. I'll sleep in it.
I agree.
You kidding me?
Dude,
Oh, the men's one is $150. That's sexist.
That is
What's up with
sexist. What the
that?
hell?
Look, I'll get this one $7
Never
on
mind.
Amazon.
Coach, you're canceled.
Amazon has a $7 one in. Amazon sponsor us.
Jeffrey
Jeffrey Epstein, send me to space, big boy.
Epstein. That one's dead. I don't.
You did say Epstein, didn't you?
that one is dead.
I don't want to go anywhere with Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, I think that one's putting you in the pedophile ring. I'm not quite
Jeffrey
sure.
Bezos and Bill Gates went to the Epstein Island, though.
Yeah, I guess they could all be in the pedophile ring. But Bezos sponsor us.
Bezos went to space to go to Pluto where they have a pedophile ring.
It's true. Look it up.
Look, this is GQ magazine. The best men's fanny packs should be worn with pride. They shouldn't. Oh, it says right here too, the best 90s sports star fan. Yes, I was right, 90s. I don't like them. Again, they were meant for men in, like, dads in Disney. Like,
even Carhartt makes them. Carhartt. I expected so much better.
Where do you see Carhartt? And what is? Why should I know? Am I supposed to know?
It's
what
just
Carhartt
like a
is?
good like outdoors brand. Like, they make
I
good
recognize
jackets.
that logo actually. Okay,
They make good jackets and hats and stuff.
This isn't that bad, but to me that's not a fanny pack. But I guess is that technically a fanny pack?
I guess it's over the shoulder.
Is the over the shoulder bit. I mean, I wouldn't wear one still, but it doesn't look as bad to me as a fanny pack around your waist. And they have fanny packs at Walmart. Like, I don't...
What makes a fanny pack have a gender?
That's a good point. And what makes it $20 extra when you assign that gender to it? This would have been a great episode to have our friend Garrett on, because I guarantee you Garrett has a fanny pack and
Oh,
wants a mullet.
100%.
And Garrett would rock the hell out of a mullet.
Oh my god, yeah. Garrett did have a mullet at one point.
Did he?
Yeah.
I feel like I vaguely remember that. But like, money belt. This one's called a money belt. I just don't get why these things came back. Like, it makes me wonder what people are going to try and bring back next. Because they're picking the bad things.
What would be something bad to come back that were ugly? I don't know. There's nothing.
Like perms.
Perms, I guess.
Like middle-aged men with perms. Is that going to be what it is? I could maybe. It's like that. That's like going back to that's earlier than '90s though. A lot of dads having perms. Imagine your dad with a nice curly perm.
Yo, that'd be lit.
Wouldn't it? He looks like fucking
My dad
Bob.
just has hair on the sides.
Look like Bob from that '70s show. If you've ever seen that. If anything should come back from the '90s, I prefer the baggy clothing.
Oh,
you know
yeah,
what I
no,
mean?
that's ugly too.
I want it.
I think that's ugly.
I love it. I prefer it. Where I'm trying to the only thing I can think of to pull it up is Iverson. And it's all him in game. I'm trying to find street clothes Iverson back in the '90s when they were trying to cancel Iverson. They tried to cancel Iverson before canceling was a thing. You know what image I can show, and I'll put this on the screen to explain to you. This is what I want to come back. Right here, LeBron on draft night, and I want you to explain to me why he's wearing a suit that was made for Shaq. Dude, look at this suit my man's wearing.
It's pretty big.
It's 5 sizes too big.
Yeah, those are some big ass pants, at the ankles. Sheesh.
Yeah, I prefer. I was trying to find the picture of Allen Iverson with his shorts though, but that's how I prefer. But look at this too. This is him
with the flip phone.
With the flip phone, and he's wearing the baggy ass shirt there too. But for my shorts and stuff, I prefer the baggy.
LeBron James.
No, it's not actually. That's Tristan Thompson. There's a picture of Tristan Thompson with the Undertaker when I googled LeBron James WWE. I preferred the look of the baggy shorts Iverson wore. I'm trying to find a good picture of it, and Google's not really helping. You see what I mean? See how his shorts are coming down to in between his knee and his ankle?
Ugly.
No, I prefer it.
I hate
That's
it.
how I want my basketball shorts to fit. I don't enjoy my knees showing. You shouldn't ever see my knees, is my thought.
I've been growing. I'm growing in that department. I'm now
forcing
I don't
myself
care.
to. I have shorts where my knees show, but I don't like it still. It's still uncomfortable. I leave the house and my knees are out, and it freaks me out a little bit. And as a tall person, it's even harder. Because for my knees to just, I wear 10.5-inch inseam shorts, and it shows my knees. And every time I try and I'll feel an ad on a podcast for it's supposed to be quality clothing brand for decent I look and it's they only offer 5.5-inch inseam shorts, and it just I feel literally everything's just gonna be outside the shorts. I feel I might as well buy
That's
a Speedo.
lit. Show off a little bit of leg. It's not the 1800s no more. You're not gonna be hung for being a witch
I'm worried
warlord.
about my nuts hanging out of this fucking leg.
Damn, bro! Don't flex on us that you got those big nuts. Damn, bro!
I wouldn't call it flexing. I would have called it being dramatic for comedic effect, but alright.
Damn.
I just don't like
Dom's got big balls.
I don't
Confirmed on today's podcast.
To be fair, they would just have to hang low. No, I don't like... I just don't get that. That's another thing. I don't understand why short shorts came back. That's not 90s necessarily. But short shorts, I don't like that short shorts came back.
They're not for me, but I think people really rock them really well.
I
Guys, I mean. Short shorts always look
They've
fine
always
on
made
girls.
sense for women.
Yeah, exactly. Short shorts.
Women's shorts are short shorts. The women don't have basketball shorts like we do, where they come down to your knee.
They need equality in the. I'd like to say that I'm an ally. Oh, I think that's actually for. I think that's for Black Lives. I don't know if you could do this for other things. Oh God, racism.
What are you trying to say right now?
I'm gonna get in so much trouble. But I'm an ally for women getting pockets in their shorts because their shorts are.
Oh wait, that's just you're an ally?
Yeah.
I thought you were in. I thought it's not where I thought this is going. Are you trying to look for the word advocate?
Ally.
Okay.
I'm an ally
Okay.
to these people because they need it the most. These are the people.
I say that all the time because nothing annoys me more than when I have to hold all Katie's keys and shit 'cause she didn't bring a purse. And I'm like, why do you not have pockets? She's like, I have a pocket. I go, so why don't you use it? She goes, well, my phone doesn't fit in it. So you don't have a real pocket. You have a decorative pocket. And that's what women always get. They get decorative pockets.
Equal rights for women, and it starts with the pockets.
It does. I don't... Short, dude, I'm looking at pictures of short shorts on beach, and it doesn't look good. See, He's Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler's
Lord.
got the idea. Adam Sandler's what I aspire to be when I'm older.
Like, when I think of short shorts, I think of Garrett.
This is yeah, and I don't...
I think Garrett looks good in short shorts.
I don't know that I need to see that much of Garrett. I don't know. It's not that he doesn't... I guess, yeah, you're right. But Garrett, again... Garrett, I think, would look good in short shorts, a mullet, and a fanny pack. Everything I just said I hate. I don't know if Garrett is a very special case.
Garrett is very special.
I don't think there's anything Garrett could do that I wouldn't... Garrett does things with a level of confidence where he radiates confidence, and it works.
It might be it. It might be he's just so confident when he rocks this stuff that I just think he looks good in it.
Yeah, I don't think I have the confidence to do
what
Garrett
I absolutely could not. No.
I think Garrett could do anything he wanted, and it would work for him because of the guy he is.
Yeah. He might be able to wear like a yarmulke and a bikini and be like, it'd be a good look.
I don't know why he would, but he might be able to. But this Adam Sandler clearly doesn't care what's going on or where he is, and I respect that. This is what you should aspire to. This could be your Jewish idol, Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler, yeah. Look at that look. The Miami Dolphins 40-year-old man. That's what I'm going to call it.
Why? Where are you getting Miami Dolphins from? Is this red on his shirt?
The colors.
Oh, I wasn't... Well, you know I can't see colors.
Yeah, you can't. That's why I said, oh, Lord.
I don't like these things. But yeah, you're right. Garrett pulls them off. This would have probably been a good episode for Garrett. We'll get Garrett on soon to talk to you guys.
But we're gonna have a fashion show with Garrett.
We could. We legitimately could.
Garrett can show us fashion.
It'll be you and me hating it. I hate it.
That'd kind of be fun though. Like an episode where Garrett picks out something for us to wear.
Oh no! Oh.
I think that'd be fucking fun.
Oh no! I don't like it, but let's do it.
I canonically have a sexual attraction to Garrett. It's just how it is. I have to admit it on the podcast.
What do you mean canonically? You say that as if it's only canon on this podcast.
It's only canon on the podcast.
Don't lie.
Fine, I'm attracted to him all the time.
I've realized there's certain people I talk to, and sometimes I'll get off the phone with people and be like, man, that's a weird interaction I just had. And but it's natural. Like, I went recently to, I think I said this on another episode. I went semi-recently, I guess now it's been, but to a Subway Series game for the Mets and the Yankees. And I went with our friend Jay, who will come on. He's been on other episodes, just not on video yet. And we were talking about getting ice cream or whatever. And I believe the exact sentence to Jay was, I hugged him from behind, like over his chest. Because they were asking, I said, you're buying Poppy? And he said, yeah. And they said, all right, I'll get a vanilla cone.
There's a lot of fan fiction, sexual tension in this story.
I would say me and Jay have sexual tension. I don't think that's unfair.
Yeah.
The amount of people that probably have seen me and Jay and assumed we were a gay couple is astronomical because of the way me and Jay operate. We'll do stuff like that. I was on the phone with him at work the other day, and just straight up was like, "All right, talk to you later, babe." And then hung up. And afterwards, I was like, it's probably a weird way to talk to him, but it is what it is. But me and Jay regularly, when we go out to lunch together, we used to go out a lot of the time for food. Me and Jay would be going out for food all the time, so it became easier just to take turns paying. And the way that me and Jay operate is one of us orders food and one of us pays, basically. So we would go to Popeyes, we'd walk up to the counter, because we would just share food. And Jay would be like, let me get this, and this, and then I'd pay for it. And, you know what I mean? It'd be a big thing of nuggets, chicken boxes, and we'd just get a bunch of food and share it. That's how we operate when we get food together. So, yeah, I would say me and Jay have sexual tension. I wouldn't even call it tension. It is what it is.
I too am sexually attracted to people that buy me food.
I didn't say.
That is what I took from this story.
I don't think I said that.
I don't care what you said. I read through the lines.
I don't know if that's necessarily.
I read through the lines.
I think what I said was me and Jay are a sexless gay couple.
That sounds awful.
You wanna have a full gay?
Hell yeah. Canon? I don't think so.
Should we go? I would say I have a similar relationship with a friend, Mitchell. Kate used to joke all the time that me and Mitchell were a couple.
You could do the cop cosplay really good.
He's got the good handcuffs.
Yeah, he's got the good handcuffs.
Oh, I don't.
No, don't go where.
Okay. Where do we go from here?
So I like to be handcuffed.
Is this true?
No.
Is this what this episode is? Because I don't know if I'm okay with this.
Do I deserve to be kink shamed for being into bestiality? Let me know in the comments, please. Thank you.
So you really like that picture of the guinea pig we looked at last episode?
Yeah. Oh, the guinea pig? That was a cute guinea pig.
I didn't realize Richard Gere was my co-host.
Who?
You don't know the reference?
No.
You don't know Richard Gere. Sometimes I really do feel like it doesn't make sense that we're the same age.
No.
And you're more normal for people our age than me. I'm not even saying.
I watch the TikToks and the dances.
Have you ever seen Pretty Woman?
No.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna know it. I'm not gonna bother listing Richard Gere movies. I'm gonna show you who he is, and you might just straight up not know who he is. You ever seen Runaway Bride?
Nope.
Okay, never mind. I'm not.
I don't watch movies.
Here you go. This is Richard Gere. Oh god. Wow, he got old. Okay, hold on. I need to find. Okay, yeah, that's good enough. Do you recognize this man?
He looks somewhat
vaguely familiar. Older movies. So
kind of looks like Pete Carroll.
Oh yeah, that's not a bad pull actually. The Seattle Seahawks head coach. If you guys aren't familiar with football, but what I'm gonna type into Google just for the people at home is Richard Gere gerbil.
Did he fuck a gerbil?
I'm gonna let you read a little bit about this, and you guys can get Austin's first-hand reaction. This is an old legend.
Oh, the South Park episodes were based off of this guy?
Oh, see, I haven't seen every South Park episode. So, did South Park do a bit about gerbils up the ass?
Yeah, it was Mr. Lemmywings,
so
I think.
This has been a running thing. Whether or not it's true, it's like as it says here, urban legend. I'm assuming everybody watching this probably knows this, but it's that Richard Gere shoved a gerbil up his ass.
I mean, that's nothing. I shoved a whole turtle up my ass.
Okay. This website says it's false. What is this? Snopes.com? Snopes.com.
Well, that's no fun. I like spreading rumors.
Don't sponsor us. I'm not going to read all this, but Snopes.com, I don't believe you, and I think you're discrediting. I think you work for Big Richard Gere, and you're trying to cover this up. That's my official take on Snopes.com.
It's kind of fucked up.
They're trying to cover for Richard Gere. Yeah, they're like literally see MTV.com Richard Gere versus gerbil. I mean, this is like from this one was from 1998, which I didn't even know you could use the internet in 1998.
Maybe Snopes was big back then.
Do you think?
I've never heard of Snopes.
I've heard of it, but I couldn't tell you anything. I've heard of it. I mean,
you're going straight back.
I don't want to go to the website. See, I typed Snopes thing. I forgot I'm not on Google Chrome, so I wasn't going to Google it. But let's see what's up with Snopes. I've heard of them, but I haven't been on the website before then, really.
Snopes doggy dog.
It seems like they just fact check Hollywood rumors. They don't even have a Wikipedia. I was going to say, if they don't have a Wikipedia page, they automatically can't be trusted.
They launched in 1994.
Known as the Urban Legends Reference Pages, is a fact-checking website. It has been described as a well-regarded reference for sorting out myths and rumors on the internet. Well, they're 0 for 1 on what we've read from them.
Yeah. No, I don't know much about Richard Gere, but I do know he shoved a gerbil up his ass.
I am
for sure
100% certain that Richard Gere, to this day, shoves gerbils up his ass actively. I mean, it took me straight to the gerbil when I went to Snopes.com.
Sometimes I wonder how we get here. We were talking about men's fashion, then we got into Richard Gere shoving a gerbil up his ass.
Richard Gere had a gerbil up his ass for the entire filming of Runaway Bride. Fun fact.
Will Walt Disney's frozen body be thawed in December 2021?
Now, if they say this one is false, we can't trust them. Is this going to be labeled satire? So they're not saying it's not true.
Someone said something.
They're saying it's satire. So it seems like this whole they very genuinely are here to debunk pop culture myths and stuff like that. I'm trying to see if there's just a list we can go to. I would like to do trillionaires exist. That's not a fun one. Let's go to the entertainment section. Oh, there's a sports section. TikTok rumors.
TikTok rumors.
Maybe you can sell something about that. Did Guinness World Record pronounce Zion Clark the fastest man with no... It's not funny. It's not funny. I just wasn't expecting it.
I laughed because you laughed.
I just wasn't expecting it. It threw me off. Boxer Manny Pacquiao running for president of the Philippines.
That's true, I think.
Yeah, it says he's currently a senator.
Yeah.
Did artists draw soccer stars Ronaldo and Messi at the same time?
Yes. That guy is nuts. He drew...
You know about this?
So this was on TikTok, the guy that they're
Okay.
probably referencing. This guy drew Harley Quinn, Batman, and Joker at the same time with what he had...
You only have two hands, don't you?
You see that device right there? Essentially had a block of wood,
Oh!
which had 3 pens on it. He drew with the middle one, and did it all at the same time, 3 pieces of paper. He drew all of them at the same exact time. It literally blew my mind.
But how is that possible?
I have no idea.
A video shows a person drawing soccer stars Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi simultaneously using a method resembling a computer printer. Mostly true. It says, generally speaking, this video truly shows an artist using a method of drawing resembling a computer printer to create simultaneous portraits of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. This video condenses the process into a few minutes, however, and the artist does return to portions of the portraits to improve shading after the initial pass. That's still fucking impressive, though. I don't understand. I don't think I could draw you a stick figure with one pen.
It's really impressive. I don't understand how they could do 2 at once. So like,
I would like to know the answer to this. Did Tim Tebow write apocalyptic Facebook post about cashless society?
the former Denver Bronco.
That's my team.
Hell yeah.
As an outspoken conservative Christian. That's okay. Tim Tebow authored a viral Facebook post about how the cashless society is a harbinger of the apocalypse. False. No further information, just false.
This might be fun to just go to somebody when they can't see your computer and say, do you think this is true or do you think this is false? And you have to guess it.
We could do that.
Yeah.
Should this be what?
Could be fun.
We could.
Punishment
I'm not
involved?
kidding. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We could absolutely do this with one of our guests and have a punishment for the loser.
Why is
this here?
Yankee star Derek Jeter inducted to the Baseball Hall of Fame?
Why would they lie about that?
I don't know.
Oh, yes, this is true. I remember this. Yes, a college football
was a
coach
bad-
said entire team should be executed. Yeah, the Notre Dame head coach did say that.
Yeah.
He was clearly joking, but also clearly that you can't say that. That's not a funny thing to say to the press. Okay. NFL returns social justice helmet decals at New Zone Stencils. I don't even know what that means.
Like return
Oh, it means
them,
they're
like, gets
allowed
rid of
to.
them?
I didn't know they were
Oh.
allowed to. I don't know. Did Queen Elizabeth II ask Cristiano Ronaldo to sign jerseys? Did she? False. Oh.
Well, that was
She did-
quick.
She didn't. I think this would be better suited as a game. I don't know how entertaining this is. But it's interesting for sure.
Yeah. Someone does fact check.
And this is like OG internet though, like jokes aside, like 1994.
Yeah, to start this, they were ahead of
Like
the
when?
curve.
Like, I don't know if this is gonna give me what I want. What? No, I don't want internet speed test. Sorry, I'm very curious. Like, what was the first like year of internet existing? You know what I mean? Is there
Well,
a
that's-
Wikipedia for internet?
That's like,
I don't exactly, but like, because that's 94 seems crazy early. Like, I wanted like when was modern day internet?
yeah, I was gonna say, internet's a broad term. It's kind of existed for a long
Yeah,
while.
that's what I mean. Like modern day, go on like even like the big if it's a big brick computer. Like modern day, like anybody can go on the computer. You know what I mean? The World Wide Web. I don't think I'm gonna find an answer on the Wikipedia page easily, and I'm not gonna sit here and scroll through and try and read all this on the podcast. But 94 seems pretty early on for them. For Snopes.
94 is definitely early, yeah. I don't think I had a computer in my house until like 2004, 2003.
I don't know
maybe.
if we would have gotten what I can't
It
remember.
was.
Right?
All I remember is playing Mad RuneScape.
You were playing Mad RuneScape. RuneScape's a lot of fun.
RuneScape is a lot of fun. I appreciate
It's
RuneScape.
just, it's very time consuming. Or it doesn't have to be. Because if you already have to sit at a desk and you're doing, then it's not, because you can multitask it really easily, but
Oh, yeah.
I just don't have time for RuneScape. I wish I did.
For all the nerds out there, I got 99 fishing.
I was going to say, did you have something else, 90? Or are you getting
Yeah,
close to something
cooking,
else?
but I don't
Cooking,
count
that's what I
that.
thought. Why
It's
don't
such
you
a
count
cheat.
it?
Cooking, you could get 99 cooking in like 2 weeks.
That's what I used to always do. I would do cooking and fishing.
Fishing is hard though. Fishing is like that is a long grind. Cooking is literally like if you have the funds, you could get it really quick.
I love grinding out fishing.
Yeah.
I was doing the oh god, I can't remember all the names for all the stuff in it. I was doing the metalworking or whatever, making like
Smithing?
Smithing, thank you, yeah, for a little bit when we took our vacation together, upstate.
Hell yeah.
When we got that Valentine's Day room together and we went upstate on our vacation, that secret vacation.
Mm-hmm. The heart-shaped jacuzzi tub.
Yeah.
RuneScape.
Yeah, we can't tell them about that, but yeah, I was playing RuneScape when we were up there.
There's a lot of homesexualness in this episode.
We're homosexuals.
We are homosexuals.
Like you said, we're allies to the homosexuals and women without pockets.
Of course. The two major food groups.
The WW.
the two major food groups, the two genders, whatever you want to
The
call it.
WWPs and the homosexuals. What we're saying is we're allies.
Of course.
Please clap. Have you still been playing RuneScape though? I know. No, you stopped.
I needed a break. I started a new job. And finally started.
You started
Doing
actually
stuff.
having to work at it.
I started actually having to work. Shame. I liked being paid to play RuneScape for a while.
Yeah, that went on for a little bit, right? Where you were able to kind of do both.
Yeah, work and play RuneScape for like 2 months.
You've hit a point where you're actually like doing stuff. You have to
Yeah,
focus
I can't just sit
work.
on RuneScape, unfortunately.
That is unfortunate, especially because they did such a good job with what's it called? The RuneScape, not OG. What did they call it? The RuneScape
Old school RuneScape?
Yeah, OSR. Yeah, they did the old school RuneScape. They've done such a good job with that because it really is like the original RuneScape, you know, with the Jagex. They've done well as a company because even when we started playing again, I couldn't get into my account, you remember, and I was able to get it back. And like they're a pretty hands-on company still, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Because it's been around forever. I'm trying to find right now the year that the first one came out. And I'm trying to find it quickly, and I'm failing.
I'm pretty sure it came out in 2001.
Yeah, January 2001. So like the fact that 20 years later, over 20 years later now, they're still so involved in it. I mean, obviously part of that's because of how well it's done. But it's very impressive that it's still kicking and they're still taking care of it.
Yeah, I mean, I went like 12 years between playing RuneScape. I last played RuneScape in like 2008, and then probably before 2020. Whenever our one friend got really into it,
because he told us, he's like, oh, they got old school RuneScape. It's just like the old one. Because they did the other versions of it that just weren't. Yeah.
RS3. Once they switched that, I kind of quit. I feel like this is gonna be so like niche, but like when they took the wild out, which is where you could fight anyone in the wild, they took it out where you couldn't just like fight anyone in there on any given world. I was like, I'm out. Like I don't want to be there. When I was a kid, I was like, I wanted to just be annoying.
I'm here to fuck people up.
Yeah, exactly.
Austin was that kid on video games where he's like, I'm here to ruin your day.
I mean, that's kind of how I still am. That was not fair. Austin was. I want to make you message me after the match and say, please kill yourself, and I wish you were never born.
Austin, what you're saying is you appreciate hate mail, and any fans of this podcast should send Austin hate mail.
Oh, absolutely.
And his address is... I'm gonna put a beep.
I want a P.O. box. I want a P.O. box for people to send me hate mail, and the word I was looking for was arsenic. There we go.
Should we get a P.O. box specifically for arsenic and hate mail?
Yeah. Uh-huh. It's like, oh my god, it's like a mystery box. Oh, What's this one gonna be?
I don't think it's anything like a mystery box.
Is it hate mail or am I gonna die? I do not promote sending arsenic through the mail. Please do not do that. It is very dangerous. I am not advocating for this. This is all a joke and this is all satire. Please, please do not come for me, federal government. I work for you. Thank you.
I work. Don't say that. Now they know.
Now they know. Which
They know
department?
They know you're trying to take them down from the inside.
Maybe the environmental department, because I have an environmental studies degree. Maybe. Maybe not.
You're going to take them down from the inside?
I'm going to take them down from the inside. They'll never see it coming. Look at this face. They don't know I do wrong things.
We were talking about you the other day, and because you bring up your degree again, a couple of us were talking, and we all agreed that no matter how many times you explain it to us, we don't understand what you do with your degree. So, if you go and you get a job with your degree, right? The job that degree is meant to get you. Maybe on the podcast, we're gonna try this again. Explain to me, please, what your job would be.
My job
I can't wrap my head around.
would be doing nothing. My ideal job with my degree is being paid to do nothing.
Right, but like, joking aside, please explain to me what it would be, because I don't understand.
So, I originally went to school for applied math and statistics, quickly. I wanted to be a biological statistician. I was so bad at computer science, I failed it 3 times. I was like, why? Why do I have to take this for math? And they're like, because. And I said, fine. And they're like, alright, you're going to switch degree now. What do you care about? I said, I don't know. Maybe the environment. And they're like, okay, we can make that work. You took some environmental classes. Alright, cool. We got there. And I found out I could still have the chance to be a statistician, not a biological, but an environmental statistician in what's it called? If with the amount of math credits I earned through college, well, I wouldn't go. I thought about finishing with a minor in science, so I didn't have to minor in math, so I wouldn't have to. So I would just still have the math background, but I just ended up switching it because I found out other jobs I wanted to do. But the ideal job would be an environmental statistician. I am really into. I should probably just. It's called limnology. It's the study of lakes. Lakes are like my favorite thing. I find them so interesting. I would like to collect data for lakes, work on conservation and focusing on fixing them. There's a lake by us, which we might have talked about on another podcast. Did we talk about?
Which one?
I'm not sure.
You're not sure which lake you're talking about?
Oh, I thought you meant which podcast. Lake Ronkonkoma.
I don't
Lake.
think we did.
I am in the middle of a solo.
This is Austin's big moment.
This is my big moment, and you're ruining this for me.
We're never giving him this much attention again. This might be the last time I allow him on the show.
I'm not I was told I have 10 more words.
You're using a lot of it.
I am using a lot of...
Something else you should know about him is he can't count.
Damn. Okay. But, anyway. Study of lakes. I would like to focus on conserving them, fixing them up, and stuff like that. And ideally... so my job would be to collect statistics or promote cleanup activities and stuff like that. That would be my ideal job.
Who would work for the town?
Department of Environmental Conservation. The New York State Department of Environmental Conservation.
Oh, this is if you stayed... Okay.
If I stayed
if
here.
You're theoretically working in New York.
Yes.
To make
New York doesn't really make sense because I can't just go to Lake Ronkonkoma, the town board, and be like, hire me. I actually have to go somewhere where there's a big need. So Florida is a place where... Florida's like a marsh. So it's like water conservation is important to them. And there's not really a job that's like specifically just for like lakes. Like, I'm sure there is like a limnologist, like someone that literally is paid to study lakes, but I don't know if I have that like qualifications. But that would be my ideal spot. But I could, in terms of jobs, I could end up really anywhere in the Department of Environmental Conservation on several sectors, the Parks and Recreations unit, just something to do with the environment. I could still work with a environmental studies firm. There are people that pay for statistics. I could work in the I was going to say archaeology. architecture. I could work in architecture. They need people that measure soil composition to make sure that they can build on it and stuff. So that's something else. Like I have options.
So you would work for the town and for that department as a part of like the town itself or the state itself or city itself, depending. You would collect these statistics about the environment and just give them to them.
Yeah, Department of Environmental Conservation is my biggest goal. There are private ones where like a business will pay, hey, like we want you to find data on this for some specific reason. They might be they might not be able to do the research themselves.
You could like freelance.
Yeah, I actually before I got my new job, I actually hit up like a place that's on the island. They were Stony Brook students.
Yeah, I remember you telling me that you would.
Yeah, and they did that, and they said they didn't have an opening, but like if I needed a job still in the summer, that I could hit them up and maybe because that's when it gets busy for them.
Yeah.
But environmental.
This may be the best I've ever understood it. Because I think part of my issue was I didn't fully understand who you would work for and what the actual, you know what I mean? Like because
that's funny. That one's Stony Brook University.
Because when we spoke about it, what I told them, I said, yeah, he gets statistics about the environment and then does something with them and gets money somehow. That's basically
it has to be someone that wants the statistics.
So I had the gist of it. I guess what I didn't understand was, so like working for the state itself makes more sense. Because that's definitely the best I've actually understood what you would do with your degree.
Yeah.
Because I've never been able to wrap my head around it the few times that we've had this discussion, nor could the other people that I was talking to, of our friends. Yeah, because again, that was at the baseball game we were talking about you, and we agreed we didn't understand what you do.
Nothing.
Or not what you do, but what you would do. I respect that answer, though. You should tell people that when you go on interviews. Just bring a resume and then just say, what I would like to do for you is nothing. You're clearly doing well. You're a company that's running and existing, so I would like to continue doing nothing on your payroll.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Yes. My presence is a gift.
Your presence
I
is a
will
presence.
provide comedic relief. I will say some outlandish stuff, and it might make you laugh.
You can include this in your... this can be... Honestly, this can just be your application.
It could be.
Well, I'll just edit out...
I got shaved up all nice for it.
I'll edit this part out right where we started talking about your degree, and you can send that to companies.
Do you need someone that's going to do nothing for you? Do you need some comedy in the workplace? Hire me, Austin. Austin last name. To be your representative. Your work comedian. But I don't even want to do that full time. I'm only going to be... I'm not really funny, so like maybe like you get like a joke like
No,
once a Friday.
Austin has top-notch bits, like pretending that he's going to go on a 5-minute racist rant. Top tier. These are top-tier office bits. There's nothing more you would like to have in your office than for Austin to walk in and tell them, I'm an ally for women without pockets and homosexuals. Because I'm sure that couldn't offend anybody.
No.
No, these are top tier bits.
Of course.
I don't understand how we're not hired as professional comedians yet. Any day now, I'm gonna get a call from Kevin Hart.
Dude, I'm funny.
To do
I'm
Jumanji
funnier
7
than
with him in The Rock.
Kevin Hart right now.
You're taller than Kevin Hart.
I am taller than Kevin Hart.
Which means you have more space in your body for funniness.
Yeah, but I feel like the shorter you are, the funnier you are as a guy.
I don't think...
It's inverse for women. Women, you're taller, you're funnier. Shorter, you're not as funny.
Are you funnier or is it easier to laugh at you?
No, like funnier. Both, but like funnier.
I don't know that I agree with that. Kevin Hart's kind of worn out on me. I really enjoyed his first 2 or 3 stand-ups. I'm not a big fan of him as an actor. He plays the same character in every film.
Comedic
which
relief.
is fine if you
that could be me.
But when he's the main when he's one of like the main characters, it's not your main character can't be just comedic relief necessarily. Not the way it is like that.
I just thought of something. Can we please talk about the Mario casting?
I can't believe they're doing it again. Katie, first of all, let's start with this. Did you know about the other Mario movie that was made a long time ago?
I think so. I'm pretty sure.
Katie had never seen this before.
The 1993, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I seen this. I saw this.
The live action one they did with John Leguizamo playing Luigi. I don't know if you know who John Leguizamo is, because I know you're not a big movie guy, but I know you know Ice Age, right?
Yeah.
So it's Sid the Sloth.
Oh, okay.
That's the best way. Or when you were in high school, did you watch that terrible modern version of Romeo and Juliet? Because he's in that as well.
I don't think so.
Well, he's in that as well. He plays... I can't remember who he plays, but regardless. Yeah, this live-action Super Mario Bros. Was terrible. I think that was Bowser in this one. I can't remember.
I didn't remember that.
It was terrible. But yes, we can talk about... Absolutely, the Super... We're running out of time, so we gotta wrap up soon.
Yeah.
But we have still probably a good 10 minutes to go. So let's talk about this cast. Okay? Oh, actually, you know what? Can I get IMDb? Where is... I wonder if it's on IMDb yet. Because that would be the best way for me to discuss this. Now it's animated, obviously. But was it only an article? I guess it's only... Oh, here we go. Okay. Playing Mario.
If you didn't see this, take a guess in the comments who Mario is. Just take a guess.
Mario is played by Chris Pratt. Why? I don't know.
It's me, Chris Pratt.
Shit, I didn't mean to click on it. Let's make things even more interesting. Playing Luigi is Charlie Day. Now, if you don't know who Charlie Day is, look him up and explain to me how this is Luigi. It's like, this is not a man who looks like his name should be Luigi.
Well, here's my Italian representation.
Yeah, check.
These guys don't feel like Italians.
Charlie Day. You don't even need to look at him to understand that Charlie Day is playing Luigi is probably not right. So let me go back now because it gets weirder. Playing Bowser is Jack fucking Black.
This is what made me think of it because I thought of Kevin Hart and Jack Black in Jumanji. And
Katie, I've never seen the movie, but yeah, Katie told me Jack Black was in that film.
Yes.
I actually like Jack Black, but
yes,
Jack Black is Bowser, and then similar to him, Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Like I just picture his laugh with Donkey Kong.
And this is the one that really got me.
It's my favorite too.
It's your favorite too because I love this. Keegan-Michael Key is playing Toad from Key and Peele. Why? What is that? Because I'm just picturing Toad speaking and it being Key's voice coming out of him. And that's absurd to me. I mean, Seth Rogen's voice coming out of Donkey Kong and Jack Black's coming out of Bowser is wild to me, too. All of this is terrible. Like, Chris Pratt and Charlie Day to me, fine. It seems like bad casting. But the other ones are absurd. What I'm looking forward to is, are Chris Pratt and Charlie Day going to do Italian accents?
It's me, Chris Pratt.
And is that racist? Am I offended as half Italian American? The answer is yes. I do though. Seriously, do you think they're going to do Italian accents?
I just
How can you not?
I just hope Keegan-Michael Key just speaks like the Toad does. Like,
oh, the high pitch.
Yeah, the high pitched Toad. like I want to hear Keegan-Michael Key do that.
We need to go see this film when it comes out, 100%. We have a while to go.
I am a film critic.
Yeah, we're gonna do a review of it.
I think we'll do a review of this.
We're gonna post the movie in full on our channel and get taken down.
And probably a fine, but worth it.
It's just us commenting over the film while it's playing. I do want to know though, because that's gonna be the most interesting thing to me. Is I want to know, because I don't know what's worse. I don't know if it's worse if Chris Pratt and Charlie Day are both doing bad Italian accents, or if it's worse if Luigi and Mario are just sounding like Chris Pratt and Charlie Day. I don't know which one's worse. I think the second one is worse.
I think them sounding like Chris Pratt and Charlie Day
is the worst. Because at least the first one's going to be funny.
Oh, yeah.
But it's going to be so bad. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but in my head it's going to be so bad.
Listen.
I can't imagine it.
Video game movies are always bad.
Have any of them worked out other than Resident Evil? And I don't even know if they're good, I just know they're successful.
They're all bad. There's very little exceptions. It's just not a good idea. Ever. There's no reason to do a video game movie. There's just not... They're gonna fail. Like, even the ones with good stories that, like, actually have, like, Assassin's Creed, those movies,
I didn't even bother watching it.
Yeah, it's just bad. We talked about Assassin's Creed for a long time on here and how they have such a deep story.
I love Assassin's Creed, man, those first few.
Yeah.
I mean, the Resident Evil films are all hovering around the 6 mark on IMDb. Oh, God, Rotten Tomatoes, though, tears it apart. It's like 25. I don't really trust Rotten Tomatoes, to be fair. I feel like there's a lot of movies that like the Rotten Tomatoes isn't, but it could be worse. They're all hovering around the 5, 6 mark.
Yeah, they could be worse.
But again, it's considered, so we're saying the gold standard for video game movies is around a 6.
Yeah. The ceiling is not very high at the moment for you, and the floor is very low if you're directing a movie.
Yeah, again, I can't help but go back to, I don't know if I still have, I don't have it open anymore, but the John Leguizamo Super Mario Bros. Movie from '93. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. For real, because it's terrible in a great way.
I like things that are terrible in a great way.
I do too, because sometimes like things can be just bad and boring. Sometimes things are really bad and it's really fun.
I mean, it's how you got like Tommy Wiseau, like that's
Yeah.
The Room.
That works so well though because it has the clear, like he was clearly trying, you know what I mean? So it has a certain charm to it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of a good example off the top of my head, but sometimes you'll see movies where their purpose, you can like this was made to be a bad movie. And it doesn't
Sharknado.
work. Or like the first one I don't the subsequent ones, yeah, the first one I quite enjoy.
Classic.
The first one felt weirdly genuine, even though it probably wasn't. But like my first thought was like the disaster movie and what were the other ones in that
like scary
had
movie?
Kim Kardashian in it.
Scary movies.
Mm-mm. Those are okay. Scary movies different. Scary movies are done very well. Scary movies done by the Wayans, who are known for doing parody films.
Mm.
After I think the third one, the Wayans stopped being heavily involved and they kind of went downhill. But like Wayans are good, like drinking juice in the hood. And White Chicks I love.
I'm confused.
I enjoy the Wayans.
On what Kim Kardashian was in.
She was in Disaster Movie, and then the same people made a couple other movies that were purposely made to be
Oh,
bad.
Disaster Movie was the one about Tommy Wiseau.
What?
Right?
No, that's with that. No, that's different completely. This have you ever seen this film? It's Disaster Movie because it's supposed to be a stereotypical disaster movie. It's supposed to be a parody of other disaster movies, but it's got freaking Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
in it,
I think I was confusing Disaster Movie with the Scary Movies because I thought Kim Kardashian was in the Scary Movies.
She might have been in one of them. I'm sure the Kardashians have been in the Scary Movie franchise, but I don't think they were in the first few. You don't know about these films?
I think I do.
It's got a 1.9 on IMDb, a 1% on Rotten Tomatoes, and a 15% on Metacritic. Disaster Movie is one of those films where it was meant to be, they called it a disaster movie parody, but it was just bad. It was nonsensical. It was really terrible. I mean, I'm trying to remember what the other movies these guys made were, because they made other ones, and it was always called The Something Movie or whatever. And they're all bad in the same way. Like, it's not funny, they just shove in pop culture references
Yeah, I
for no
see the
reason.
Kung Fu Panda, I see Enchanted.
Yeah, it's dumb. I'm trying to see. Let me click on this guy and see. Oh, that was an epic movie, disaster movie. I thought there was a third one in the movie.
They made Meet the Spartans though. That was really funny. He was. Yeah, they did Meet the Spartans, and they did the Scary Movies.
They did characters in them.
Ah.
Also, I don't know if this is the right guy.
Meet the Spartans was hilarious. As a kid, that was like peak comedy. It probably isn't as
I'm
funny.
gonna say it was epic movie, disaster movie, and then there was another one they did. It's not on his thing.
I just think of the guy with the gold nipples, the nipple chains from Meet the Spartans. That was a really funny movie when I was a kid.
But yeah, it was this guy. They came off of I guess I should have said no right away. They came off of the Scary Movie crew and basically tried to do the same idea with other things. It was just so date movie. That was the other one I was trying to remember.
Mm.
I haven't seen Meet the Spartans. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm sure it has a nostalgia factor for you, but I'm sure it's terrible.
Oh, it was so funny. As a kid,
I genuinely don't believe you.
It was hilarious.
I could be wrong. I'm willing to be wrong. Did you ever see the actual movie 300?
Yeah.
I enjoy that movie with Russell Crowe.
That's a solid movie. Is Russell Crowe Leonidas?
I always mix up Gladiator and 300. No, Russell Crowe's in Gladiator, right? Gerard Butler's in 300. This is great podcasting. Yeah, Russell Crowe's in Gladiator. Sorry, but I really enjoyed the movie 300. Gerard Butler's who I was thinking. I mixed him and Russ. They're both foreigners. Genuinely bad movies are fun though, but sometimes movies that are made to be bad are just, I can't deal with them. I literally have a whole podcast listen that's just them talking about bad movies, and it's got actually two of the guys from The League are in it. Which is a show I know you enjoyed. Andre from The League, Paul Scheer.
He got roasted by Shannon Sharp the other day.
Did he?
Oh yeah.
And Rafi from The League is in it as well. Jason, who you know I love. Jason.
Oh, Jason is nice.
I love Jason Mantzoukas. Man, great. I love him in everything he does, pretty much. He's another guy kind of like he plays the same character in pretty much everything, but again, he does it. It's different because he's always like a small role or a side character, so it's not annoying to me the way Kevin Hart is. But yeah, it's them two on the podcast, and then also June Diane Raphael, who's another actor, and she's married to Paul Scheer, is on the podcast.
I don't know her. Not by name.
I didn't know her from much either. It's a lot of shows, stuff that like I've heard is good, but it's just I don't watch because I don't watch a lot of shows anymore. I slowly try and get through certain ones. So you probably don't know her. I didn't
Best
know.
known for Unfinished Business.
I know her from the podcast specifically. Well, there was a show she was in. I can't remember the name of it. I know they all appeared on it. There was one show that I know was really popular that she did, and Grace and Frankie.
Oh, she was on American Dad. Okay. Nothing I need. Nothing.
She's done plenty of stuff, but yeah, she's also in. Oh yeah, she's. Devin
Oh, she's Devin.
Yeah, they're all. Yeah, all three of them do Big Mouth. I forgot about that. But anyway, yeah. So they do a whole podcast about bad movies that I really enjoy.
Oh, okay.
I think we have to call this episode, by the way.
It's about time.
Yeah.
Elway's licking my ankle.
I think we got in a couple good episodes today. Every time we record, we're trying to kind of add in new elements. Today it was the laptop, which I think when I'm editing, we'll see maybe if we should only use it for certain events. But it definitely, I think, went well today. We got a lot of interesting content out of the laptop. So I think, again, I've said this a bunch of times already, but again, one of the big things we're working on is a real backdrop. I'm really trying to figure out what the best way to do it's going to be, just because I have to really take up a lot of space. We're going to figure it out. We're going to have guests coming in soon. We're going to keep updating the set, getting better. We're going to get better at this whole recording thing and the editing thing. At some point, we might get a better location so that the dog isn't in here making noise constantly. But
outside podcast.
We can try an outside podcast, but it might have to become another lost episode. We've already got one lost episode.
I like lost episodes.
That's fine.
They're like relics.
They could be. They're really just for our own amusement at the end of the day. But,
I do a lot of things to amuse myself.
I know you do. Is there anything you want to shout out today?
You know, would there be anything I would like to shout out? Of course there is. I could shout out a lot of things. Right now, nothing's coming to mind. Shout out.
If you're in the Suffolk County, Long Island area, there's a great place called Island Empanada, where you might even be into going to Nassau and stuff, because I think there's 3 or 4 locations, but I think it's very Suffolk Central, I could be wrong. But if you're in the Long Island area, look up Island Empanada. They make awesome empanadas, really good, high quality, really tasty. It's one of our favorite things to get when we're having like I don't want to say a party, but when we're having a get together. Oftentimes we'll get a huge box of empanadas. That's what I'm going to plug today.
That was pretty inspiring. You know, like you really were dedicated to that, and that kind of inspired me to say shout out Sporks.
I could do without him. Check out ProjectUntitled.org. Good content going up there. Me and Austin predicting NFL games. Me and Austin reviewing fast food restaurants. And then some other just random stuff that I feel like writing for no reason. So give that a look as well. That'll be in the description as always. I try and plug that every couple of episodes. I don't do it every one. Probably should be. But Island Empanada seems more important. Fuck Sporks. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.